Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and a few weeks ago I sat down and talked about a game that I am extremely excited for, and that was Coral Island. We basically went through their Kickstarter together, and I can say they hit their top goal. It means we unlocked everything that there was to unlock. The Mermaid Kingdom is happening, there's more romanceable characters. I, for one, am extremely excited. But Charlie actually went ahead and commented on that video, how about you tier rank the marriage candidates from Coral Island? And I was like, that sounds like the perfect video idea to me. I'm sat with my hot water bottle, it's all windy outside and rainy, but I just get to look at hot people and decide who I maybe want to marry. I also really quickly want to point out that the Coral Island Twitter actually tweeted about a fake Indiegogo campaign for their game, so don't go and support the Indiegogo. You will not end up with the game. It's not official. However, they do now have a backer kit, so if you missed their Kickstarter, I think you can pre-order the game on the backer kit, so I will link that down below. I absolutely love when I record these videos and then you all get back to me on Twitter like, this is how I would rank the marriage candidate. So if you want to do it, I'll link it down below. There's already a wiki for Coral Island characters, so there will be spoilers ahead. If you don't want to know, like, their jobs or the description about them, I would suggest maybe this video isn't for you, and this game isn't coming out in early alpha until at least June, and then I think the early access is October, maybe? So we have a while to wait. If you're gonna get too excited, I understand. I mean, look at these freaking cuties. Alice is a bachelorette. She is available to marry alongside her twin sister, Suki. They run, own, and live by the beach in Coral Inn. That's super cute. Running a business is hard and running it with your sister is harder. True. I am one of 7 children and I don't know, they're gonna hate me for this, but I don't think any of them watch my videos. I think the only person in my family that I could probably run a business with is either my mum or my niece. And my niece already has our future planned out. Apparently we're moving to a seaside town and owning a florist together, because we both know how to be florists. She likes minced jackfruit pies and green smoothies. She dislikes pizza. I think for that I have to put her in the bottom category. No, I'm not gonna put her in the bottom. I don't think. She's actually, you know what? She's cute, but like, she isn't anything special. Lily, I love the look of Lily, but you know, looks aren't everything. You know, people age, they change, but she's a cutie. Let's be real. Lives in 2 Main Avenue. What is your job? Do you have a career? Likes bonsai, kimchi, onigiri, omurice? I'm so sorry. Cheese, wine, sunflower. Dislikes diamonds. That's a girl after my own heart. Despite having a well-paid remote job, Lily still lives at home with her dad and brother Theo. Usually she spends her days working at home and would visit the lake or library on the weekend. Once a week, usually on a Monday, Lily would stay at the abandoned villa as to favour her good friend Nina. She watches the villa while Nina's away and uses that time to recuperate. A sweet bean! I'm not gonna lie, she kind of gives me like big bi vibes, so she's going an S. I love her. We love an independent queen. Macie, oh my god, you cutie. She grew up on a neighbouring island and now lives full-time at the inn. She makes a living by selling images to a visual media company, Pletty Inc. Before Coral Island, she went to university, get it, for finance, tried her luck working a corporate job for 3 years while selling photography as a side gig. At one point, she decided to pursue photography professionally. I love someone who can follow their dream job. Left her corporate job. Before embarking on life as an artist, she moved back home for a year, catching up with her family whilst preparing for her island hopping career. I love how much, like, family is involved in this game. Like, I'm such a big, like, family person. I would freaking take a bullet for any member of my family, and I feel like these people just get me. Her hobbies include taking pictures, playing video games. Oh my god, we can play video games together. She's a photographer. She likes pizza. You already beat Alice in my book, and dislikes pickles. I kind of like pickles. I never used to, but I have grown into them recently. Also, I am just getting distracted by the fact that this picture exists. I love someone who can follow their dreams. You're going into my S tier, baby gal. Yuri. Ooh, okay. When Yuri is not busy keeping the islanders healthy, she can be spotted hanging out or playing chess at the beach shack. She also likes tattoos, pastel hair, and playing pool. I personally love playing pool. Once again, I am getting the sapphic vibes. Yuri is not your usual MD. She spent her 20s as a doctor who crossed many borders, frequently dispatched to remote areas to practice for little to no pay. These people are they make me, like, question who I am morally. Like, why are these video game characters, like, a better person than I'll ever be? Presumably, why she has no decent savings and decided to settle in Starlet Town. Honestly, I want to see a doctor with, like, neck tattoos and sleeves and piercings. This is incredible! Give me this representation in real life. Playing pool and playing chess are her hobbies. She likes fish sandwiches. I bet she does. Green curry and lobster, and she dislikes flowers. I am a sucker for all of these women. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say no to a doctor. Are you crazy? Eva, little cutie pie. She's a happy-go-lucky baker who works at the general store. She enjoys talking to the islanders, be it local, new, visitors, everybody, and is good friends with a lot of them. She's basically golden retriever energy, isn't she? I can just tell. It's in the eyes. Currently, Eva doesn't have a lot of savings, but when she does, she has dreams to visit more exotic places. According to the islanders, Eva is always a delight to talk to, a positive ray of sunshine, a fan of red velvet cakes, cookies, and so is most of her clothes herself. Ugh, get it. She likes red velvet, cookies, orchids. She dislikes garlic, and for that reason, Eva, you have gone down in my estimations. Now, I think Eva's very, very cute. However, you know, I don't know if I would like to be married to someone who is a baker, because then I feel like they wouldn't like to bake at home. I don't know, maybe I'm just trying to rationalize putting her in the B category. Leah looks like she would not be afraid to step on me. Like, that jawline could cut me in half. Leah lives her bachelorette life with her father and stepmom in an old massive house that the locals call the mansion. She's the Tory of the island then. She is a self-hired yoga instructor, of course she is, at the community center and takes her online presence seriously. She spends her day wandering around the island with camera on hand. Leah's mother is an art dealer who travels the world constantly, so when her parents divorced after a long deliberation between the lawyers and what seems like a lifetime worth of legal fees, they decided that it would be best for Leah to stay with her dad. She loves to be surrounded by nature, fine arts, and a closet full of designer collections. And her hobbies include both yoga and photography. She likes pearls, she dislikes mushrooms, that I can get behind, eggs, and all fish. Leah, this might change when I get into the game, because we all know that I am a sucker for Haley. Like, honestly, in Stardew Valley, as soon as Haley opens her mouth and, like, basically calls me not human, I'm like, yeah, I like that. I like someone who can boss me around. Absolutely wreck me with your insults, mummy. So maybe, like, once I actually, like, play the game, she might be bumped up. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt for now. Nina looks so wholesome. Technically doesn't live on Coral Island anymore, but still visits her vacation home at the beach from time to time. I don't want to tie this woman down. She sounds like she's got it all going on. I don't want to be like, I want to marry you, and then, like, ruin her dreams. She's never talked about her abrupt departure, so it has remained a mystery. We all love a good mystery. Nina is well educated and enjoys lavish vacations. So she likes banana fritters. I love that banana fritters are in this game. I love that. And flower bouquets. Dislikes bananas. Oh, Oh, so she likes fried bananas, but not actual bananas. Okay. I don't know why, but Nina's photo will not pop up in Tier Maker. I've tried to edit it, and it literally just won't let her. I would put her in... I'm gonna put her in D, because I don't want to be the one to, like, actually be her anchor on the island, and I want her to be free to live her life however she wants to live it. Zara is an adventurer at heart. I love Zara so much. Zara just gives me like vibes that I just want to hang out with her. Zara lives on a boat. She enjoys going around the island and finding treasures, be it gems, old artifacts, or buried history. When her boat is not docked at its usual place, she is presumed to visit her family, but what is really going on in her life, nobody really knows. Again, a little bit of mystery coming in through Zara. She can be a bit mysterious at times. Allergic to cats. I too am allergic to cats. I love them, but I am allergic to them. She likes rambutan and azurite, and she dislikes roasted chestnuts. Zara, I don't know if I can get behind someone if they dislike chestnuts. I'm gonna throw it out there. I really like Zara, but again, I feel like I don't want to tie her down. Like, I don't want to be her burden, but I am gonna put her in A because I am very intrigued in getting to know her. Suki is recently divorced and, according to her nightstand, currently finding love from within. She definitely does yoga. I'm gonna throw that one out there. Learning how to expand love. Focusing on herself, she drowns herself in work, exercise, and building a healthy co-parenting relationship with her ex. I love that. And she likes green smoothies. She dislikes pizza, pineapple upside down cake. Fair. I actually do prefer Suki over her sister, but again, I feel like she's working on herself, and I don't want to take that away from her. I want her to live her life, and so if she decides that she sees something between us, that's on her, and I'll let her call the shots. But for right now, I'm gonna respectfully take a step back. Finally, we have Millie. Millie owns the house in Garden Lane and rents one of the rooms out to Yuri. She worked at the library and likes to spend her free time bird watching. A sweetheart. Not only does she take good care of the books at the library, her responsibilities include helping the mayor with arranging festivals, donations, etc. She loves old book restorations. Oh my god, we can make you a TikTok account. All the gays will love it. Is a librarian. I love that. I always wanted to be a librarian. Maybe if YouTube and Twitch don't work out in the future, maybe I'll become a librarian. Enjoys bird watching, likes veggie ramen, and dislikes fish. I love Millie. I think Millie is a sweetheart. Also, Millie does kind of remind me of like a librarian version of Nani from Lilo and Stitch, and therefore I'm gonna put her in the S tier. Millie and Molly. Our names literally go together. Kenny, sweet boy. No thoughts, just Kenny. Kenny is a part-time rancher, a full-time bachelor. He grew up in Coral Island and has fostered close relationships with other islanders. He is golden retriever energy as well. Besides making friends, he loves having lunch outdoors, vegan tacos, and cold kombucha. Kenny lives with his parents at a cabin in the forest and goes to the ranch every day to take care of the animals. He usually spends his lunch breaks in the forest or by the lake, sitting on the ground, sucking on edamame and playing the flute. I would hands down die for Kenny. Just like reading his bio, I love him. He doesn't like cheese, which makes him a little bit questionable in my eyes. But I get it, because if he's vegan, then he is gonna dislike cheese. Kenny, straight into A. Protect Kenny at all costs. Oof, Noah, you are one handsome man. An obvious fan of consistency, Noah was born, raised, and settled in Coral Island. With a brief departure to Tokyo for university years, now back in Coral Island, he spends his days running the tavern in bland-coloured khakis. We love a man who wears bland-coloured khakis. They're not bland-coloured khakis, he's got jeans on! Though he would rather spend his days taking care of his mum, Betty. Oh my god, Taylor Swift who? He does have other hobbies. On rare occasions that he is free, he enjoys long walks, discussing theories of unexplainable phenomenon with Alice, and watching a gourmet gelato making show. Games of cones. Big family, 3 siblings. He likes durian, sunny side up, and gnocchi. He dislikes metal bars. Noah, you're a best boy. You're going straight up into S. Raphael, I know, is a fan favorite. I know a lot of people who watched my Kickstarter video were like, oh, hey up, Raphael. Raphael runs the local blacksmith shop, along with his older brother Pablo, who is an eligible bachelor. As a reserved fellow, Raphael is rarely seen around town, but on rare days he does venture out. He can be found at the Socket Electronics or Coral Inn, visiting his cousins and niece Valentina. He can be helpful for upgrading your tools, smelting ores, etc. He likes horror movies, weaponry. I mean, we're all attracted to a sword, aren't we? And silence. You know? He likes a woman who doesn't talk. I don't think this is gonna work out. He likes onyx and he dislikes fresh salad, which surprises me because this boy is built like a brick house. I like Raphael. I think I want to get to know him more, but honestly, I do feel like I'm already putting him in the friend category, so he's going into C for me. Pablo looks a very cheery fellow. Pablo and his brother Raphael. Oh, this is his brother. Wow, you two look different. Are both blacksmiths and bachelors, never being caught without a smile on his face. Pablo is a natural attraction for the locals, singles or not. Is he a fuckboy? Are you trying to tell me that Pablo is a fuckboy? According to his brother, despite Pablo's Casanova persona, he's a romantic at heart and is ready to settle down when the right person comes along. When he isn't smelting ores, he can be found around town, lending hands to the townfolk, cleaning up the graveyard, or tossing anecdotes at the tavern. Hates beaches, dislikes sand in his shoes. Ooh, he likes sweet potato poutine, dislikes durian. You know what? You had me until you said you disliked sand. How are you gonna live on Coral Island and not like the sand, Pablo? How are you gonna do that, buddy? Next up we have Surya, is a fresh marine biologist graduate who is currently doing a fellowship in Coral Island. Like you, he's also new to the island. Shortly after he submitted his dissertation, he realized that fancy degree didn't guarantee a job. Ooh, I feel that one. So when he was given the opportunity to join Ling's research project, he was ecstatic. He packed his bags and moved in with his uncle and aunt. He works at the lab on weekdays and spends his free time hanging out with Luke in the vineyard and relaxing at the beach. He is a marine biologist, but I do feel as if, like, I don't know, I feel mean saying he looks kind of basic. I like that he's a marine biologist. I'm gonna put him in B. Luke, coming from old money, Luke lives with his parents, Bree and Walter, and dog Taco in the manor behind the vineyard, a family business that he feels pressured to take over. Oh no! Oh, Luke! Not a fan of the silver spoon, Luke runs Socket Electronics in his spare time in an attempt to create a name for himself, separate from his family legacy. He's going after his dreams. In his free time, he frequents the beach shack for some fresh seafood. He's good friends with Ben and Pablo. He likes ratatouille and wine. Ah, a man of fine tastes. I like Luke, but I definitely see him as more of a friend. I will get to know him. We have Scott, who honestly kind of reminds me of Nigel Thornberry if Nigel Thornberry were blonde, but let's give that a pass. Let's look over it. Scott is a city boy at heart, always up for fun and never a bore. He found his passion for artifacts and has dedicated his life to it. After many heartbreaks and not wanting to be known as the town's infamous playboy, Scott moved to Coral Island to start a new life. So is he still a playboy is the question. Or is he just running from that and now wants to be a playboy on a different island? Or has he changed his ways? Aside from getting into relationships, Scott enjoys strong coffee, rainy days, and vintage jazz. He frequents the local tavern on the weekend. He likes node and egg custard. He dislikes tulips, and he is an archaeologist. I have to say, I usually love an archaeologist and yet to be determined if I can trust this man or if I'm gonna yeet him into the sea. Theo, on the other hand, on the weekends, he makes a quick buck performing live at the tavern. He doesn't have what people call a decent voice. But he does have soul when he performs. Apparently, according to him, that's what's important. He lives in Main Street with his dad, who was once a fisherman, and his sister Lily. Theo doesn't drink. He loves outdoor cookouts, festivals, camping, and hates traveling. Day job is a fisherman. So he's a fisherman who can't sing but still likes to entertain people. I love him. His hobbies are guitar and singing. He likes yellow moray eel, fish tacos. He dislikes beer and wine. I really like Theo, so he's going in A. I like him, but I don't like him as much as I enjoy these two. Ben is a nomad who lives in a caravan stationed in the forest. If you knock on his window on the weekend, he might have some random things to sell, be it items he finds scavenging around the islands or things he doesn't want anymore. Ben spends his money attending the fall music festivals and green tea. On some days he isn't in the forest, he is presumed to be driving off to the other islands and campouts. Ben has an extensive collection of healing crystals, loves road trips, and daydreaming. So he is a merchant, he likes green tea and all mushrooms, and he dislikes clam chowder. Honestly, Ben just looks a little bit too old for me. So I'm sorry, Ben. I'm sorry to do it to you, but you're going in my bottom category. And then we have Charles. Charles, a town doctor, uses his free time catching up with the islanders at the tavern and going around spitting out medical advice. Bad luck seems to have its way with Charles. In his youth, he was disowned by his parents, worked his way through medical school, and when he finally thought he had caught a break by almost marrying the love of his life, sorrow came running through the door. He caught them cheating, called the wedding off, and has been heartbroken ever since. Charles has been through the ringer. He now lives with an overgrown frat boy, Scott, for a housemate. Oh, and he got dealt the card of having to live with Scott. You really pulled the short straw on that one. Imagine your, roommate comes home every night with, a different person, and you're just there, eating, Doritos and salsa, just my fiance cheated on me. What if his fiance cheated on him with Scott? No, I'm not going to put that on Scott. I'm not projecting. I literally said Doritos and salsa. He likes burritos. He dislikes flowers. I love him. I love him. I think Charles is so cute, and I'm gonna put him in A because I want to give Charles a chance. I think he deserves it. He has had a hard life. So there we have it. There's my ultimate ranking of all the marriage candidates for Coral Island. I actually think they're introducing some mermaids that you can marry, but they weren't listed as romanceables on the wiki, so I wanted to stick with what the professionals knew, so I just went through their list. I will link the wiki down below as well in case you want to find out any more about Coral Island or its characters. Everything is listed on there, which is crazy to me because the game isn't even out yet. But what that does mean is the wiki is going to be the place to go when this game actually releases. Likes, dislikes, it's going to be perfection. This is going to be one of those games that I do not play without the wiki open on my second monitor. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Also, thank you once again to Charlie for this idea. I had so much fun recording this video, finding out more about the characters. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like I said, if you do your own version of this, please link it to me on Twitter. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.